Baruch Hashem, this week is the Parsha of Yitro, the Parsha of Matan Torah. As you know, Matan Torah is a gift that Hashem gives to the Jews. Now, when you think about that kind of gift, it's hard to understand. A gift, if I give you something, freedom, do whatever you want. But if I tell you, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that, it's not a gift. I mean, a gift, I give you freedom, do whatever you want. This is the gift. But if I tell you, this is forbidden, nida, no, this, no, this, don't touch it, Shabbat, don't move, don't talk, nothing. How can you realize that this is a gift? Well, you have to know that all what Hashem gives us, all the time, it's like a doctor. When a doctor gives a medicine to somebody, especially sometimes there is some medicine that they are very, very not tasty. The taste is not good. You don't, but taste them. That's what David HaMelech said. Ta'amu o kitov Hashem. Just taste, and you will see that the Torah that Hashem gives you, it's good. It's like the medicine. At the beginning, the medicine it doesn't taste well, good. You want to throw it, but you force yourself to take it, and then Baruch Hashem, you become healthy. This is the Torah. The Melech said, "Ta'amu." It's yes. At the beginning, people don't realize the beauty of the Torah. Yes, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. And at the end, you realize that whatever Hashem gives you, you do it nice and well and happy. A lot of times, I am, just to give you an example in the morning, sometimes all night I don't sleep well, and then the morning I have to wake up to go to shul. It's hard. But once I go to shul, I feel good. I will not regret why I woke up. Then if somebody will ask me, Rabbi, did you regret why you woke up? Of course not. I feel happy, and then I say thank you to Hashem why I woke up. Baruch Hashem that I beat my Yetzirah. There is something that I want to tell you. The Orachem HaKadosh, Alav Shalom, when the Bnei Israel, when they left Egypt, something happened. They saw the Egypt. When they left Egypt, they were with a big emunah. Even the prophet said, "Ko amar Hashem, zacharti lach chesed ne'orayich, ahavat klolotayich." Hashem is so proud of the Jews that they left Egypt with no money, no food, no water, thousands of children. I mean, can you imagine? When I travel, I take with me something to eat, in case the plane they don't have my kosher food. But anyway, wherever I go, I take always tzedakah there, something to eat. And here the Bnei Israel, the Torah said, "V'gam tzedakah lo asu lahem." They did not take with them food, except they took with them some matzot. V'lo yachlu it mahmeya, and they were in a rush because get out. So they had no time. So I ask you a question. So why didn't prepare last week? For a week, prepare food for next week. They know that they're gonna leave Egypt in the 15th of Nisan. So why didn't prepare? Why? Because Moshe Rabbeinu told them, you have to rely on Hashem. They had emunah on Hashem. It's incredible. Just imagine what kind of emunah they had. No one would take children to the desert without milk, without water, without food. And they went with nothing. It's not normal. Why it's not normal? Because they had emunah on HaKadosh Baruch Hu. They had so much emunah on Hashem that Hashem can provide them everything. They saw the 10 miracles. They saw what Hashem can do. So they left. And Hashem was very proud. So my question is, why Hashem was proud? Imagine somebody is in jail. And for 50, he's in jail, they give him 50 years in jail. And then suddenly, they open the doors, they tell him, the boss, the judge, will tell him, sir, you are free. And the man, he go out, and the judge tell him, hey, mister, thank you that you get out. Thank you that you go. The man, he will tell him, Mr. Judge, it's me who should thank you that you give me freedom. It's not you to thank me when I go out. I mean, how Hashem, he tell the Jews, thank you that you left Egypt. Ko amar Hashem, zacharti lach chesed. I will never forget when you left Egypt and you came after me to the desert. Of course we'll come after you. What the question? Why Hashem, he need to say thank you to the Jews that he left Egypt? I mean, we were prisoners there, and we saw all what we saw, and we know you are the best, so it's us who should thank you, Hashem. Not you, Hashem, you tell us thank you, that we left. The answer is, okay, the Jewish people, they saw all the miracles. And of course, they were happy to leave Egypt. But don't forget, Hashem, he needed to tell them thank you. Why? Because they did something that in nature you cannot do. They had a big emunah. They were in 49 degrees of tum'ah. Can you imagine what it is? They were impure. They were on 49 degrees of tum'ah with that emunah to live without taking food. That is something that Hashem had to tell them thank you. Hashem, he was so proud of them. I mean, I understand if somebody, he was normal, but somebody who was impure in 49 degrees of tum'ah and to leave Egypt following Hashem with no food, with nothing, and besides this, they did not have Torah yet to give them Korah. I mean, understand, if you have Torah, yes, with Torah you can beat the Yitzhara, but here, they did not receive the Torah yet. That was incredible. And that Hashem cannot forget them, yes?
So, when they went through the Yam Suf, it was Az Yashir Moshe. After all the miracles and after they said it, but when they come to Miriam, Vatikach Miriam, she had the instruments. Why she took the instruments and not the food?
When the Bnei Israel, they left Egypt, they left with big emunah on HaKadosh Baruch Hu. They did not take food, and beside this, wow, they did not have the Torah to fight the Yitzhara, because I'm sure the Yitzhara he told them, hey, are you crazy to go to the desert behind Moshe Rabbeinu? But what about the food? What about the children? The Bnei Israel, they had emunah because they cannot forget what Hashem he did for them. They saw all the makot that Paro in Egypt received. No one from the Jews was hurt, with the exception of the Jewish people that they didn't want to leave Egypt. They die in Makat Choshech. Those Jews that they did not appreciate all what Hashem did for them, and still they wanted to stay in Egypt. So those people, Hashem couldn't forgive them. They died. So who was left? Those who had emunah. Just imagine, can you do the Korban Pesach. Hashem told them, you will not leave Egypt on the 15th of Nisan if you don't kill the Avodah Zarah of Egypt, the lamb. I mean, can you imagine to kill the Avodah Zarah and to eat it in Egypt, in front of the Egyptian? It's a kamikaze. I mean, you do something that, they will kill you. The Egyptian will, and they did that because Hashem told them, I will not let you out and they did it. That means that they were convinced there is only Hashem. They came to a conviction there is only Hashem. But it's incredible to be convinced that there is only Hashem and to be in 49 degrees in Tumah. It's impossible. But I saw some rabbis, they explain the reason why they were in 49 degrees of Tumah, because they were in Egypt. Because they were in Egypt. So when they left Egypt, the 49 degrees of Tumah started to reduce from them. But still, they had a big emunah on HaKadosh Baruch Hu. They went with no food, no water, nothing. Just after. Now, here's the problem. When they left, they were so happy. Now they are free. Now they have only Hashem. That's it. They killed the Avodah Zarah of Egypt. That's it. No Avodah Zarah anymore. Now they are free. But something happened. Paro came running after them. So when they turned, they saw Paro. They started to pray to Hashem. You know what I said about this? It's like sometimes you think that you beat the Yetzer Hara. You beat him. But don't think that you've done it. He will come back again. He will come back again. He will come back stronger. This is something that I learned from this Parsha. After what they saw, now, the Jewish people now, they went out freedom. Suddenly, Paro came. Wow. That means, when you beat the Yetzer Hara in life, don't think that's it. He will come back again. So always you have to be ready for him. So at that time, the Jewish people, they didn't know what to do. What they did, they started to pray to Hashem. But HaKadosh Baruch Hu told them, why are you praying? The Bel B'ni Yisrael, carry on, straight ahead. I mean, what the meaning of the Orech Chaim HaKadosh? He asked a beautiful question. He said, why Hashem told them, stop, no, don't pray. I mean, if they don't pray to Hashem, to who are they going to pray? I mean, it's normal. It's normal. I mean, we thought everything is over. Now we're going to go to receive the Torah. And suddenly there is Paro behind. I mean, you have to understand the Jewish people. And Hashem said, no. My friend, this is a question, but you have to know something. Why Hashem stopped them? Here as well, Hashem wants to teach them something. Don't pray only when you need me. Don't pray only when you need me. When you don't need me, you forget. You forget me. Don't forget me. That's something that Hashem wants to teach to the Bnei Israel. Don't forget. So the Bel Bnei Yisrael, that's what. That means Hashem, he tell Moshe, tell them, V'Yisau, to carry on. That means they have the same way with their emunah that they had when they left Egypt, to carry on, don't stop. Don't stop. A lot of times the Yetzer Hara is very strong. The Yetzer Hara, when he see you with a big emunah on Hashem, he wants to reduce your emunah. Don't reduce your emunah. Carry on with your emunah. Carry on. And then, when they arrive to the sea, another problem. They don't know how to swim. Another, they don't know how to swim. What about children? What about all millions of animals with them? Cows, lamb, all this. What's going to happen? The children, what's going to happen? Then they were, Moshe Rabbeinu had a big problem. And Hashem said, carry on. Carry on what? Where? Well, this is the time that you have to use your emunah. You know, when emunah nakash Baruch starts, when you see there is no hope. When you say there is no hope, there the emunah starts. Not when everything is good. You have emunah, big deal. You have everything. So your emunah, it's okay, you believe, but you have everything. But when the real emunah starts, when you see a big problem, there, and for this I want to tell you a story. There was a man in Brazil, his name is Mr. Tawil. That happened about 21 years ago. I remember he was kidnapped, and they wanted a big amount of money for him. And his wife, she called me. I was in the cemetery at that time. I went to pray some tzaddikim. And she started crying. She told me this. I told her, look, madam, I am in the cemetery now. What's his name? His name is Mr. Tawil. And okay, Be'ezat Hashem, good news. But she was crying, Be'ezat Hashem, have emunah on Hashem. Tell me, you have emunah? She said, yes. So Be'ezat Hashem, you give. And you know, madam, Be'ezat Hashem will come out and you will do Sa'udat Hodaya, a Sa'udah for to say thank you to Hashem, and I will be in the Sa'udah. Okay. She called me every day. I said, Be'ezat Hashem, cancellation. And Baruch Hashem, and this happened. And Baruch Hashem, something happened, bigness happened, and he had his freedom. So now they want to do Sa'udat Hodaya. I went to Brazil for the Sa'udat Hodaya. And the Sa'udat Hodaya was on Sukkot. So I had to go on Chol HaMoed Sukkot just for 24 hours. Just to go for Sukkot. And I went for all the rabbis were there. It was in Sao Paulo. Everybody was there. And Baruch Hashem, I told them, tell me the story, what happened. Now listen to what happened. Mr. Tawil, when he was prisoner, they took all his clothes and, they tied his hand and he couldn't move. And every day, they said, if you don't give us the money, we'll kill you, ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba. And he has one big problem. What the problem? He was very allergic to mosquitoes. And Sao Paulo, with the weather, there were mosquitoes. And he is allergic to mosquitoes. And he was more worried that the mosquitoes bite him than the people that the gangsters that they were there, they wanted to kill him if the family don't give the money. And he said like that, Hashem, I do the Haggadah every year. And the Haggadah we said that you, Hashem, you did separation from the Jews to the Egyptian. That all the makot that you give to the Egyptian, no Jew was hurt. So now Hashem, do me a favor. Hashem, I don't feel good here. I want that the mosquitoes, they will not touch me. He told me for 4 days the mosquitoes were turning around his body and they did not land on his body. And the goyim that kidnapped him, they told him, are you a special Jew? How come that the mosquitoes don't come near you? Because they saw the mosquitoes were flying, biting them, not Mr. Tawil. I mean, he saw the nest of Egypt, he saw it in his body. My friend, this is Pesach. Pesach, it's not only to do Pesach. Pesach, you have to feel it on yourself. Vigata libincha, you have to tell the story of your children. What happened? But how do you know the story? Yes, the Torah said, if you are convinced about the story, so you can tell it to your children. But first, your conviction. First, your emunah. Hashem said, Vigata, Hashem said, do the Haggadah, do it. But I was not there. Hashem said, do it. And if you have emunah, you will feel it. You will feel the Haggadah. You will feel Tzat Mitzrayim. You will feel the Ke'at Yam Suf. You will feel everything. It's like, look, Hashem said, we cannot have doubt on the word of Hashem. Hashem says, Vigata. This is a mitzvah that you have to say. But I can say only something that I saw. Yeah, but Hashem, He told you, say, you say. And when you have emunah l'Hakadosh Baruch Hu, you will feel the Tzat Misrael on your body. And that's why the Gemara said, Hayav Adam le'ot atzmo kilu yatsa Misrael. Every Jew should feel that he left the Egypt. And the Gaon Vilna, he asked a question, how can you force me to feel I was in Egypt? How can you force me? I was not in Egypt. I was born in Morocco. I was born in Syria. I don't know Egypt. How can you force me? Well, if the Torah says Vigata, that means you can. And Baruch Hashem, we feel it. When you have emunah, you feel it. When you have emunah l'Hakadosh, you feel it. So now we understand that how much the Yetzirah, all the work of the Yetzirah is to break our emunah. This is the work of Yetzirah. He wants to break our emunah. When we have a big emunah in Hashem, he wants to break it. Hey, there is no, carry on. Carry on with your emunah. Like this Jew in Brazil. He didn't give up. He had a big emunah. Hashem, every year I read the Haggadah. Every year I feel that I left Egypt. I want to feel it now. I don't want those mosquitoes to bite me. You know what happened at the end? When he was free. At the night, the first night that he was in his house, he was bitten with mosquitoes. And in his house, he was bitten with mosquitoes. It's like a but where he was prisoner, he didn't bite. It's like a message. Hey, don't think that it was a coincidence. No, look there. I watched you for doing 3 days. You saw hundreds of mosquitoes flying the room, beating everybody, not you. Now that's what Hashem told Moshe. Moshe, tell them carry on. And when they carry on, well, something happened. The sea split. This is the result. This is the result when you have an emunah on Hashem. When you have emunah on Hashem, the result is it's going to be exactly as you want. As you want. And now, once the Jewish people, they arrived to the other side, then they started singing. Az Hashem Moshe ubni Israel. Az Yashir Moshe ubni Israel et Hashira. Here, I said something incredible. The Zohar HaKadosh said, Kodsha Berechu, Am Israel, Oraita Had. Hashem, the Torah, and the Bnei Israel are one. Can you imagine what is this? You compare yourself to Hashem. Who are you? You are nothing. And you, with Hashem? Hashem is one. You, Ehad? Yes. That's what Hashem you want. Hashem, he said, hey, Mr. David, You want to be with me, equal. You want to be like me, Torah. The Torah will connect you to me and will be one. Because the Torah, it's me who did it. The Torah, it's Hashem who wrote it. It's my mitzvot. So, you want to be equal with me? The one who will do connection between you and me, the Torah. Torah Kedusha. So, look. As Yashir Moshe. Moshe, the same letters of Hashem. Moshe, Hashem, the same letters. As Yashir Moshe. Ubni Israel. Hashira is the Torah. So you have Moshe Rabbeinu connected the Bnei Israel to Hashem through the Shira. That means, hey, we are going to receive the Torah. So all over, because when Moshe Rabbeinu did the Shira, the Bnei Israel followed him. How did he know? How the Jewish people followed Moshe Rabbeinu? It's Moshe Rabbeinu who said the song with Nevuah. That means because they have so much big emunah, so they become all prophets, like Moshe. And they sing the same song. That's why we repeat it every day. Every day we repeat as Hashem Moshe. Why every day? Every day we repeat as Hashem Moshe. Because that's the only day that all the Jews were prophets. They knew what Hashem wanted from them. And they saw Hashem. And that day they become special. They will never forget it. And that day they said Hashem loch le'olam ba'ed. And that day the whole world believed in Hashem. Who destroyed this emunah of that day? Amalek. But that day was very special. That's why we repeat it every day. And when Mashiach will come, all of us again we will do it. Maybe it will be another as Hashem Moshe. Now I finished to answer your question. From here you see that Vatikach Miriam HaNeviah, she take musical instrument. Why she didn't take food? Because she didn't want food. For them, they wanted only Hashem. Look, this is incredible. Usually it's the woman who prepare food for trip. It's the woman who prepare sandwich. It's the woman who prepare food for to travel. And here the woman didn't care about food. They didn't care about the children, milk. They cared only to sing to Hashem, to give glory to Hashem. So much emunah they had on HaKadosh Baruch Hu. The man on one side and the ladies. Mister, the Torah want to show you, don't think only the man had emunah, not the woman. No, even the woman had big emunah because he didn't take food. Always the women who are concerned about food. They didn't care about food. So it's the woman who has Vata'an lahem Miriam. What that mean, Vata'an? And Miriam give an answer. Who asked her an answer? Who asked her a question? Because Vata'an is an answer. Who is the question is your question, Mr. David. Because people ask, why the woman didn't bring food? Vata'an lahem Miriam. So Miriam answered, why the woman didn't bring food? Because the woman, they were concerned only of the glory of Hashem. They didn't care about food. They have emunah that Hashem will provide them everything. So this is the Parsha of the week. Yitro. Yitro was a goy. He came to convert. Why he came to convert? Because he heard two things. He heard the war of Amalek, and he heard the Kriyat Yam Suf. He heard all the ness, the glory of that day that the Jews crossed the sea. That day was some special day that the whole world believed in Hashem. The whole world. And as I told you, as I said, I don't repeat what I said. The Kriyat Yam Suf was the Makiba Patish. The Kriyat Yam Suf was the bigness. That was the signature that Hashem is the only one, because that day Hashem closed his business with Paro. That was the end. That's it. Now, Am Israel, allez, go. And unfortunately, after that beautiful day, that the Jewish people, they give glory to Hashem, they become proper, blah, blah, it's like they lost something. Amalek came. I mean, Amalek is the Sahara. With the Sahara, he see you reaching a high level. He doesn't stop. Don't forget the lesson. Don't forget. The Sahara, he will, as long as you live, he will not let you. Even that you reach a high level and you think you are top, be careful. The Sahara will come back again. And we see again. The Jewish people left Egypt. They thought everything was good. Paro came. And after they reach the sea, and again another problem. They say, no, allez, carry on with your emunah. And then after all what they saw, they thought, that's it, now Hashem is the king. Hey, Hashem is the king, but still the Sarah is still alive. Amalek. That's what Yitro heard. Yitro heard a fight with the Sarah is for life. There is no stop. So he said to himself, let's go to the desert to receive Torah, and with the Torah we carry on fighting the Sarah. Okay?